we're going to explore some of Neville Goddard's most profound teachings, drawn from the power of awareness, the power of the law, and the promise, and if you only believed. These works do not just teach you how to manifest. They reveal the spiritual mechanics of creation itself, and the truth that your imagination is God in action. Neville begins in the power of awareness by teaching that the foundation of all transformation is a shift in consciousness. You cannot change your outer world until you first change the assumptions you hold within. Awareness is the key. You must become aware of the state you are occupying. Every emotional reaction, every inner conversation, every expectation is evidence of a state you are identified with. If you want to change your life, you must change your state of consciousness. You must rise in awareness to the version of you who already has the thing you desire and begin to feel, think, and act from that identity. Neville often said that the world is yourself pushed out. What you see around you is nothing more than the reflection of what you have assumed within. In the Power lecture, he emphasizes that feeling is the creative force. Thought alone is not enough. You must charge your thoughts with emotion, with the deep conviction that what you imagine is real. The universe responds not to your wishes, but to your self-concept. You are always manifesting, not by trying harder, but by being. What you are conscious of being determines what you experience. So if you continue to say, I am stuck, or I don't know how, you're affirming the exact state you're hoping to leave. To step into the new, you must first assume it. In the law and the promise, Neville shares real-life testimonies of people who changed their lives through assumption. One story tells of a man who imagined shaking hands with a business partner he did not yet have. He did this every night before falling asleep. Within weeks, an opportunity appeared that matched his vision exactly. The handshake came, the partnership formed. What he had imagined in the unseen moved into the scene. This book teaches us that imagination is not just a place to escape reality, it is the womb of creation. Every fulfilled desire begins as a scene filled inwardly with clarity and faith. The key is to remain loyal to that imagined state, even when the outer world appears unchanged. Neville reminds us that we do not have to beg or plead. We do not have to force or push. We assume, we enter into the end, mentally and emotionally, and then we rest in that state. He said, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled and continue in that assumption until that which you feel becomes your reality. The law of assumption is not about trying to get something. It is about claiming what is already yours in consciousness and allowing the bridge of incidents to unfold naturally. Now let's go deeper into if you only believed. This lecture was centered around one powerful truth: belief creates reality. Neville said that belief is not something passive, it is active. It is living in the conviction that what you want is already done. If you only believed in the reality of your assumption, you would see miracles. Your job is not to figure out how. It is to believe that it already is. You are not waiting on the universe. The universe is waiting on your inner certainty. He tells us that when you pray, believe you have received, and it shall be yours. This is not symbolic. It is literal. The moment you fully accept something in imagination, without contradiction or doubt, you set a creative force into motion. From there, the path opens, the doors appear, and the world reorganizes around your new identity. All of Neville's teachings converge on this one central message: everything begins within. You are not separate from your desires. The God you pray to is not outside of you. It is your own wonderful human imagination. You do not need to earn your blessings. You simply need to assume the state in which those blessings are natural. Imagine what you desire, feel it fully, and remain faithful to that assumption. As Neville said, your assumption, though false, if persisted in, will harden into fact. The power of awareness is ultimately the power of selection. You can choose at any moment which state you inhabit. you can decide to no longer react from lack and instead respond from wholeness. You can let go of your old identity and step into the version of you who already knows peace, love, success, and fulfillment. It is all a matter of what you accept as true. So how do you apply this in daily life? First, start noticing your inner conversations. What are you saying to yourself when no one is around? Change those conversations to reflect the version of you that you want to be. Second, create mental scenes that imply your desire is already fulfilled. Feel the emotions of those scenes, hear the words, see the details. And do this especially before sleep, when your subconscious is most receptive. Third, stop looking for signs and start being the sign. Walk, talk, and live from the assumption that it is done. And when doubts come and they will return to your center, remember that your awareness of being is the only creative power. Neville's work was not meant to make you a better manifester. It was meant to awaken you to your divine nature. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the cause. And your imagination, rightly used, can reshape anything. The power is always present. It is waiting for your assumption. So stop asking, when will it come? And start asking, who must I be to have it now? Then become that version. Feel it, live it, trust it, and watch the world conform. As within, so without. Assume it and it will be. Because everything in your world is responding to one thing, your belief in who you are.